A thirsty deer, parched from the heat of the day, arrived at a clear spring. The water sparkled invitingly, promising sweet relief. As the deer lowered its head to drink, it caught sight of its reflection. The deer admired its grand antlers, their points sharp and strong. They were a crown of glory. But then its gaze fell upon its slender legs. "My legs are so thin and plain," the deer sighed. "I wish I had legs as strong and impressive as my antlers." Little did the deer know, danger lurked nearby. A hungry lion, its eyes gleaming with hunger, had caught scent of the deer and was stealthily approaching the spring. The lion tensed its powerful muscles, ready to pounce. But just as it was about to launch its attack, the deer sensed the danger. Looking up swiftly, the deer saw the lion and knew it had to flee for its life. With a burst of speed, the deer bounded away from the spring. The lion, surprised by the deer's swift reaction, roared angrily and gave chase. The chase was on, a race for survival. The deer's slender legs, which it had moments ago criticized, now pumped furiously, carrying it across the land. The lion, with its powerful strides, was right behind, its shadow looming ever closer. Across the open plains, the deer's speed was its advantage. It moved with a grace and agility that seemed almost effortless, a testament to its adaptation to this vast, open landscape. Its thin legs, surprisingly swift and agile, helped it stay ahead of the lion. Each muscle worked in perfect harmony, propelling it forward with incredible speed. The deer dared not slow down, for it knew the lion was a relentless pursuer. The predator's eyes were locked on its prey, determined and unyielding. The wind whipped through the deer's fur as it ran, each stride taking it further away from danger. The sound of its own heartbeat echoed in its ears, a constant reminder of the stakes. The lion, struggling to keep up on the open terrain, began to tire. Its powerful muscles, built for short bursts of speed, were not suited for this prolonged chase. Hope flickered in the deer's heart. Perhaps it could outrun the lion after all. Its eyes, filled with determination, scanned the horizon for any sign of refuge. But the land began to change. The familiar open plains started to give way to a new, more challenging environment. The open plains gave way to a denser woodland with trees clustered close together. This new terrain offered both opportunities and obstacles. The deer knew this terrain could be both a blessing and a curse. Navigating through the dense woodland required caution and skill, but it also provided potential cover from the relentless lion. Section 4. Trapped by Pride. The deer plunged into the shelter of the trees, hoping to use the dense foliage to its advantage. It darted through the underbrush, its heart pounding with fear and determination. But the lion was close behind, its roars echoing through the woods, a terrifying reminder of the predator's relentless pursuit. The deer pushed on, its antlers brushing against branches, each step a desperate attempt to escape the inevitable. Suddenly, the deer's magnificent antlers, its pride and joy, became its downfall. They snagged on the thick branches, halting its frantic flight. The antlers got caught in the low-hanging branches of a sturdy oak tree, trapping the deer in a cruel twist of fate. The deer struggled to free itself, but the more it thrashed, the more entangled it became. Panic set in as it realized the severity of its situation. The lion, seeing the deer's predicament, let out a triumphant roar. It knew victory was within its grasp. It had been a long chase, but the lion's persistence was about to be rewarded. Slowly, it began to stalk towards its trapped prey. The deer, trapped and helpless, could only watch in despair as the lion approached, its once proud antlers now a symbol of its tragic fate. Section 5. A lesson learned. In that final moment, as the lion's hot breath warmed its neck, the deer understood the true nature of its strengths and weaknesses. It realized that survival was not just about physical prowess, but also about understanding one's own capabilities. It was the legs it had belittled that had allowed it to outrun the lion on the plains. Those legs, which seemed so ordinary, were its true gift. And it was the magnificent antlers, the source of its vanity, that had led to its capture. The antlers, though beautiful, had become a burden. The deer had mistaken outward appearance for true worth. It had been blinded by its own pride. It had failed to recognize and value its true strength, its agility and speed. These were the qualities that truly defined it. and it had paid a heavy price for its vanity. The cost of its ignorance was its life. The deer closed its eyes, a wave of regret washing over it. It wished it had understood sooner. If only it had understood the importance of valuing one's true strengths without the shadow of pride or vanity, it might have lived a different life. The lesson was learned too late, but it was a lesson that would echo through the ages, a timeless reminder of the perils of vanity and the value of true self-awareness.